We are live from Silicon Valley in the San Francisco Bay Area. Philip Ma here with eXp Realty. And today I am joined by Jennifer DeJesus, loan officer with Success Lending. And we're going to talk about CalHFA, the down payment assistance program for first-time home buyers. I'm really pumped up. How are you, Jennifer?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Philip. My name is Jennifer DeJesus of Success Lending. I cater buyers and borrowers in the Bay Area. I'm good. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to start with just what is Cal HFA, or we call it CalHFA? What is their mission? And then if you could just tell us about this Dream for All down payment assistance program.
Okay, maybe I could do two of the CalHFA, Philip. CalHFA, it stands for California Housing Finance Agency. That's for government assistance. Well, we always have a CalHFA like all year round, just to let your viewers and your active viewers right now. CalHFA has it's a government assistance. We have two of them, which is one is like all day long, like the 3.5% down payment if you're eligible for that. That's government assistance. And what everyone is talking about right now is the CalHFA Dream for All program. That's everyone wants to be part of it. So it's a 20% down payment, or whichever is lower now. It used to be 20% of how much you get qualified for, but right now it's they limit it to 150,000, or 20% of what you can qualify for.
Got you, got you. And just to kind of distinguish between the regular down payment assistance program, you mentioned 3.5% down, which is a
Right.
really low down payment requirement, right?
Yes,
But Dream for All is actually the government providing the whole that 20% down payment for the buyer, correct?
that's right. That's right. 20%. They provide that to the borrowers that are eligible.
Correct. Yeah, and we'll get into the eligibility requirements, but I just wanted to clarify that that's a huge benefit. The government is providing that down payment up to 150,000, right?
Whichever is less.
Oh,
20%
whichever is
or
less.
whichever is less. Is it 20% or 150,000? That's the maximum that they could do for the second round of CalHFA Dream for All program.
Got you, got you. And they had this, they launched the Dream for All program last year, 2023, and they had this certain designated amount of funds from the state. And it just was like wildfire last year. The
Yeah.
funds were completely used up in about, it was less than 2 weeks, right?
It was only for 9 days. It lasted
nine
for nine
days.
days. Yeah. It only lasted for that was a first come first serve basis. So for sure on the second round of $200 million that they are eyeing for, it's gonna be a way different story. I think everybody has they already had that um, how would I say that to you? But it's gonna be a lottery. So
Okay.
if you're lucky, then you'll get picked.
Okay, so this year, 2024, it will be a lottery system. It won't be just first come, first serve. You'll enter a lottery, and then if you're chosen, assuming you meet the eligibility requirements, then you'll be
Right.
able to take advantage of the pool of funds. And you said it was 200 million for this year?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that it's gonna be on the spring. It's $200 million for all Californians that are eligible. And yeah, that 20% is it's kind of like a lottery because um, I think I'll just give you two. There's two certifications that you have to get completed. Once
Right.
you have the two certifications, you will. personally submit that to the CalHFA team. And then once your name is in there, so that means you are already registered. So if you're lucky enough with all millions of Californians, then if your name get picked, so you won the lottery. Yeah, and then that's when you get the voucher from the CalHFA team.
Got you, got you. Okay, so let's get into these eligibility requirements. It's for first-time home buyers, but there's even more of a requirement there. Can you explain that?
Okay, so yeah, before it was the first time home buyers, you should be occupying the property. Well, that's the really the requirement.
It
But
has to
right
be your
now
primary
it has to be
residence.
your primary residence, and now they added the first generation. First generation means you never had an interest of properties before, because before, if you own a house for like 3 years ago, and then you sold the house, right, and
Yeah.
then you want to get eligible, you want to get qualified for this dream for all program. But right now, they added that it has to be first generation, meaning you don't have any interest of owning a property before. That's what we call first generation.
Right, right. And isn't it also applied to your parent? Your parents can't have had an interest in a house as well when they
Exactly.
said,
So that's
okay.
what, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what it means. The first generation, no interest of, you don't have interest of owning a home before. So it's quite
Okay.
more stricter to the second round of California 20% down payment assistance.
Right. Got you. And so those are the initial eligibility requirements. What other requirements are there?
Well, definitely that was the first time home buyers. You have to be first time. You have to occupy the property, and first generation, and of course you should your income should meet up with the income limit.
Okay, there is an income limit.
There's an income limit for getting this first time getting this 20% California Dream for All program.
Okay, okay. And you probably have to run some numbers and kind of figure out if the person is over the income limit, right? It's not just the
Yes.
okay.
So different income limit. Let's say I'll just cite an example. Just don't quote me, because let's say for San Francisco, San Mateo, in a household of getting pre-approval for California 20%, at least in your household you get 300,000 income limit for that
Okay.
household. Yeah, so it's quite a lot, but because in San Mateo and San Francisco, properties are like into a million, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah, especially a single family home are
exactly.
well over 1 million in most areas of the
Mm-hmm.
Bay Area. Yeah. Okay. And then what about educate? There's some education requirement, or yeah, some education that's required.
Yes, that's the one that I mentioned earlier. There were two certifications. So if you are, if you have the interest and the drive to go through all these eligibility to get qualified for Dream for All program, you will be getting into this 8 hour of education program that needs to be. You need to complete that training. It's a seminar for it's a seminar for educating first time home buyers. So it's a certification that you will be getting, and um, right now you have to pay $99 to get that certification. And then once you have that certification, that's the one you will bring in to CalHFA team and send that over to them so you get registered.
Okay, great. And so that's something that someone who is applying for the program, and if they meet the other eligibility requirements, they
Yes.
should take care of that certification right away.
Yes. So that certification is um it's a 1 year, there's an expiration for that. So if you get it today, so it's it gets expired. I'm sorry. It gets expired in a year.
I
So
see.
yeah. So if you get it today, they said it's gonna, the Dream Forest is gonna come out on spring. So you still have a lot of time.
Right.
The earlier, the better.
Yeah, you get that taken care of so that when the funds are released and you go into the lottery and hopefully you get chosen,
Hmm.
then you already have that certification done and you're ready to go shopping for a house.
Exactly. But I want to add on to that. The voucher the CalHFA is going to give you once your name is picked, you cannot just shop there until you get a home. So right now we still don't have the time, the time frame when you get the voucher. I think it's going to be 90 days for you to search that home. If you don't get that home in 90 days, they're going to take back that voucher to you and give it to another um, person in line.
I see. So there is a time limit on the validity of that voucher.
Voucher, yes, but we still don't have the validity, the time frame of your voucher. But
Okay.
I assume it's gonna be 90 days.
Okay, all right. And
Yeah,
so that's why you want to be working with a real estate agent to help you find the right property within those time frames if
right.
you get that voucher.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. Your realtor has to be quick in finding that home for you.
Exactly. And Jennifer and I work as a team.
Yes,
She will help get you pre-qualified, pre-approved for the program, whatever program is best for you. She will get
exactly.
you qualified and pre-approved, and then I will go to work to help you find that property, make an offer, get it into contract, and through the escrow process to the close.
Yes, definitely. But for all those wanted to get a home, get their dream home, I wanted just to let them know if you are having having difficulty on saving, the government is always there for you for the 3.5% if you don't qualify for the 20%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because in here in the Bay Area, the home prices are quite high. That down payment assistance program is really helpful to get first time home buyers, first generation home buyers
Yes.
into a home.
Yes, definitely.
All right. How about the timing? Do you know for 2024 approximately when they're going to release these funds and hold this lottery?
Everybody is just like hoping it's gonna be on spring, April or May. They're eyeing on that, but we still don't have the exact date on that. But what we're all trying to do with your buyers out there, your borrowers out there, better to get qualified right now, better to get all your applications in, put your applications in, and then do your education training, which is that's a certification that we need to do and submit it to CalHFA. And once everything is in place, so whenever they say it's out, we're all ready.
Right. Now's the time to get prepared.
Exactly. Yes.
Great. All right. And the is there anything else that we should cover here for this program?
Well, I think we already like talked about everything, the eligibility, the certification, and how to get pre-qualified. All they need to do is to reach out to you. I'll send you the link to my application. Once application is in, I'll review in a day or two. Once I have the application reviewed, I will be able to give you the pre-approval, and then from there, we'll just have to wait until CalHFA is out.
Okay, yeah. There was one thing I wanted to touch on, which is shared appreciation, which is an aspect of the program that the lender or the borrower should be aware of. Can you talk about
Oh
shared
yeah, okay.
appreciation?
Shared appreciation. That's because they wanted to cater all Californians if possible, right? So that means if you get a 20% down payment assistance, if you sell your home, let's say, oh, let me take it back. If you get that pre-qualification and then you get pre-approved, you get your home, you get a 20%. So you owe the government 20% of whatever it is that that you get from them. So let's say 1 million.
Right.
So the government gives you 20% or 150,000, whichever is lesser. So if the government gives you 150,000, so you owe the government 150,000, you don't pay interest on that. But
Okay.
as soon as you refinance your home, the first refinancing without any cash out, you don't have to pay for the 150,000 that you
Okay.
owe from the government.
Okay.
But on the second refinancing, if you're taking cash out, you have to pay the 150,000 to the government plus 20% of whatever the value of your home. So that's
Whatever the appreciation
the
was.
appreciation of your home. So, of
Okay.
course, when you pay the government back with an interest of that 20% appreciation of your home, they're going to use that money to cater other Californians to get their dream home as well. So
I
that's
see.
how shared appreciation is it's explained. That's
Okay.
what yes.
And that would
And
also be
also not just refinancing, it's purchase as well. I mean, not I'm sorry, it's selling your home. It's
right.
refinancing or selling your home, whether your equity there is, let's say you bought your home for $1 million, and then when you sell your home for 1.5, the equity there is 500,000, Philip. So
Hmm.
they take 20% of the 500,000. That's the interest of the 150,000 that the government loaned you for getting your first dream house.
Okay. Okay. Great. That makes sense. So the government is sharing in some of that appreciation, and then they take that and they put it back into the program to
Yeah,
help other first-time home buyers.
exactly.
Got you. All right. Well, I want to thank you for covering this program with me, and I look forward to working with buyers to get them qualified and then hopefully to find that right home for them. I'm going to have Jennifer's, I do, if you're listening on Facebook or YouTube, I have Jennifer's contact info in the description below the video. You can reach out to her directly, let her know that you learned about it from this video, and then we will get you all set and you'll be ready to take advantage of this program.
Yes, definitely, and I'm very excited to help you in that. I've um I've worked with other borrowers as well. Right now, they're already in place. So why don't you get your application in, and then let's wait until it's out, and then let's get your home soon.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks to Philip. Bye.